Hello and welcome to the weekly World Climate Change News. I'm Alexandra, and in this week's report we will speak about the following. Climate change threatens food production in Africa. Climate change indicators reveal bleak findings. Eco-wakening rising in consumers. Making urban environments sustainable. Haste to reforest. Climate change migration. Zombie forest fires and climate change. So shall we begin? Climate change threatens food production in Africa. A new study by Aalto University in Finland has found that almost one-third of global food crop production and 35% of livestock production could be under threat by 2080 if the greenhouse gas emission levels continue to increase at the current pace. The Sudano-Sahelian region, that consists of 16 African countries, is the most susceptible to climate change and is already under duress due to erratic rainfall and droughts. An exacerbated climate change situation would gravely impact the food security in the region. Climate change indicators reveal bleak findings. After being delayed since 2017, the US has finally released its latest climate change indicators report, and the results are dire. The report uses data from multiple sources to state the progression of climate change. Flooding has become more common in coastal cities, wildfires and pollen seasons are lengthening, and Lyme disease is spreading into new regions due to warmer environment. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency says they will move with a sense of urgency in order to combat climate change. Eco-wakening rising in consumers. In recent years, consumers are becoming more concerned about the impact that their favorite products have on nature. Research by the Economist Intelligence Unit showed that public concern for nature has risen by 16% and digital activism has increased by 65% in the past 5 years. The impact of nature's destruction has risen in the last few years. WWF's Living Planet report shows that with business-as-usual levels, the loss of biodiversity will take decades to reverse, undermining efforts to tackle climate change and threatening livelihoods. Making urban environments sustainable. With the majority of the global population now living in cities, sustainable urban areas will be key in combating climate change. Scientists predict that by 2050, two-thirds of the world's population will live in cities. Cities account for 75% of the global primary energy use and will play a key role in a transition to sustainable energy sources. Cities are direct consumers of energy and create the demand. Therefore, they make perfect facilitators and financiers of renewable energy projects. Haste to reforest. The world unites in its efforts for the 2006 billion tree campaign worldwide in order to plant 900 million trees to keep temperature increase under 1.5 degrees Celsius as mentioned in the 2015 Paris Agreement. Climate change's impending threat is only accelerating the movement for reforestation. But the main objective of these campaigns remains to prevent further deforestation, as that is more immediately threatening. Climate change migration. Climate change and its effects in the Indian state of Uttarakhand is expected to force people who depend on high-altitude farming for their livelihoods to migrate. A cherry-pick study found that these elevated farmlands will be exposed to warmer temperatures than those historically recorded. Climate change is directly affecting agriculture in 3 ways: growing water stress, high risks of floods, and thus changes in crop yields. Zombie forest fires and climate change. As climate change accelerates in boreal forests, the frequency of zombie fires could increase and exacerbate warming by releasing more greenhouse gases from the soils. Zombie fires smolder underground throughout winter and rise from the earth in spring to set the boreal forests ablaze. According to a recent study published in Nature, those rare occurrences of overwintering zombie fires can flare up the year after warmer than normal summers and account for up to 38% of the total burned area in some regions. Thank you for watching. This was Alexandra for the Weekly World Climate Change News. I hope you liked this episode, and if you do, give us thumbs up, comment, subscribe to our channel, and hope to see you here next week.